Code Geass. I think a lot of people hold this anime in a high regards, and I do think that's overhyping the anime a bit too much, because I think my opinions of this movie were kind of altered because of people overhyping this anime so much. But I'm not going to tell you guys that much here, because this is the introduction, and to give you guys a little taste of my opinions, I do think that the anime only got really good at the endings of both season 1 and 2. And I did enjoy all of the slice of life stuff, or most of the slice of life stuff that happened. It's just fun slice of life comedy, mate. What do you expect? Code Geass is an anime and manga series. The manga, written by Guro Taniguchi and Ichiro Okochi. The anime is produced by Sunrise Studios, who are mostly known for working on all of the Gundam series. So I was like, of course, there is mechs and politics, so of course they made it. A blanket overall description of the series is Lelouch is just a normal student who runs into power one day, and with that power he hopes to make the world a better place for his sister to live in. But he also wants to continue going to school undercover. There's a lot of twists, a lot of turns, and weird decisions made in this show, so let's go ahead and talk about them together. Season 1 started off so simple. It was just a story of how Lelouch came into the power of Geass and the actions he started taking under the alias of the person known as Zero. The biggest quality Lelouch has is his mind and his quick thinking. They showed that at the beginning of both seasons, I think, where he's challenging this really adult person in a chess match, and oh my god, this teenager can beat this adult in a chess match. Holy shit. But the rest of the series kind of shows you he's smart by showing you the different strategies and stuff he takes, and the quick thinking he can accomplish under the disguise of Zero when he's ordering the Black Knights around. This first season at the beginning tried to split his life down the middle, while partly showing you his life as Zero, then the other half showing you his life at school. And obviously that's, a very superhero thing to do. And I can see a lot of people don't like the school aspects of this, oh my god, why is everybody running around chasing this cat with a mask on? Why is everybody all of a sudden wanting to get a kiss from Lelouch? It's dumb shit like that, but it was such a great comedy episodes. Like, those episodes are really character focused, character driven. I really like those episodes. It shows you what all of these side characters are about, in my opinion. Lelouch has this Batman type of situation on where he strictly wants to separate his superhero life from his normal person life. But as we would soon find out later on, especially with the plans that he makes, that's very hard for him to do, extremely hard for him to do. His goal consists of taking down Britannia for what happened to him and his sister as a kid. He believed Britannia killed his mom, or at least set it up for the whole thing to happen. It's hard for me to say that this show exudes his smartness really well. While I do think his feats are genius and his strategies are very impeccable, we don't really see him come up with those strategies and monologuing to himself on screen. Most of that stuff really happens off screen, which I would have rather seen on screen, similar to how Light Yagami does it in Death Note. Death Note was my first anime, so I will end up comparing this to Death Note a lot. So, yeah, I would have rather see some of this stuff on screen, because I really enjoy seeing people, especially smart people, come up with the plans and see them come to fruition. But I also do think that most of the show is him coming up with stuff on the fly, so I understand why you couldn't do that. The most compelling parts of the story came at the end of the first season, where everything's starting to look good. Japan's getting its own branch for the first time. They're gonna be called Japanese instead of 11s now. Lelouch and his sister are going to be recognized and respected and stuff, and everything's all looking good. Yuffie's plans are coming to fruition, but then that big no-no happens, and oh my fucking god, I still can't believe that happened. Was that really the ending of season 1? I do think this could have ended in one season, but Season 2's now here, and it started off just the same as Season 1. Lelouch beats some guy in a chess match. You don't know what's going on, but wait a second. He doesn't have a sister now. He has a brother? What's going on here? Oh my god, his memory's been wiped. Why has his memory's been wiped? OMG, he quickly got them back at the end of the first episode. What is the point then? Genuinely, what's the point? Are you telling me the only point is so that they could have extended Season 1 story to a Season 2 story now? Are you telling me that's the only reason? Are you telling me that this really could have ended in season 1 and they didn't really have that much of a plan for season 2 minus the really great ending? Yeah, that's probably true. The best parts about this season was when he found out the truth about his mother's death, and when the Emperor told him his plan of making the full world under his Geass and controlling everybody's actions so that the world can now finally be at peace. Wait a second. Did Madara get all of his planning and ideas after he watched Code Geass? Did the Infinite Tsukiyomi only come to fruition because he watched Code Geass and planned that out after saying, yes, I fought with the Emperor's ideas perfectly? Lelouch would at the end, after a lot of escalation I guess at this point, he Geassed God. Like fucking just Geassed God apparently, and you know, now he's the new Emperor, and this endgame plan that everybody talks about as the greatest ending of all time is in motion. And just like the rest of the planning that happens, this one was not on screen either, but I will say that it works for this ending. Like genuinely, people don't lie about this ending. It was honestly a really good ending. He wanted everyone in the world to hate him. He wanted to be on every nation's bad side. Also that in the final moments in his ceremony, he could have Suzaku put on a Zero outfit and kill him and become this new figure of hope and peace and have the world be together upon this brighter future. And all of that is good and well, and oh my god, it's the perfect ending and this world's finally going to be in peace. But is the world really going to be in peace? If there is an alternate movie where there is a completely different thing that happens and there's a rumored season 3 to come out, is the world really in peace then? Why is there a season 3 plan to come out for this? Overall, I feel like I was more invested in the drama and crazy twist than the show itself. While the show isn't bad, I do feel that it runs for one season too long. This show could have had one season of 32 episodes and it would have been one of the most perfect shows that ever exists. I don't see how people like this more than Death Note. Lelouch has way more flaws that are very much noticeable than Light Yagami. It's a good show though, I just personally don't see how people have it as like this classic anime besides the amazing ending that it had. If you're wondering if you should watch it or not, I'd say yes. It may not be as good as people hyped it up to be, but I do still believe that it is good. I love political anime and shows that have a lot of action and twists and turns and keep your attention for the entire time. I do honestly like that, and if you do too, then this is the show for you. But yeah, that's basically it. What are your opinions on Code Geass? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Do you like Lelouch as a character? I hated some of the twists and turns, but I think that made me invest in the story so much more. So I don't know what to think about it. I genuinely don't. What are your opinions of it though? I'd really like to know, and yeah, that's really it. Please comment, and I'll see you guys as soon as I can, and I'll reply also. Goodbye.